Hey y'all, come on in, come on in. It's your girl Kim Roxy, you already know. We back. I had to come stream this live. I've been watching it, so it's only right if I come and watch it with y'all. And I've been watching little clips with Ksoo dad on the stand. This is like the bombshell. I am going to go back and live stream the opening statements from the state and from Scotty and Queso lawyers. I will go back and run a live with them. But I do want to start with this testimony because this one is just going viral with his dad. It's just so crazy how he really got up here and testified against his son. So I felt like starting off with this one was really, really strong. And just to see how y'all and what y'all think about it, I figured I'd come and watch the whole testimony with y'all because, of course, if y'all like me, it's work in the morning, so I only got to see bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do is do a late night live and run the court sessions at night. So if y'all want to tune in with me at night, you already know, put your bell notifications on. I will be here around 9:30 each night, running back the court for whatever whatever day they're on. I think this is day 4. It's been a lot of testimony, but like I said, I feel like the father's testimony hits different because it's his actual dad. Like I don't know how Queso Hakeem Robinson is sitting up there at the moment because the camera really never goes on him. But I can only imagine him. He probably can't even look at his dad right now. Like his head is probably down. But then again, you never know. He's probably looking dead at his father like, you really, really pointing me out. And it's so crazy, y'all. If y'all don't know, the dad wasn't there at the time of the situation. The dad was the pickup person for Scotty, allegedly, and Butter. Now, y'all know Butter was the driver. If y'all don't know, I feel like I'm going to do his testimony tomorrow. That's another one that's just strong. We're going to start off with the strong testimonies and then we will get into the opening statements. I know we should be going in order, but listen, we're going to do it like this because we're a little late. We need to catch up. But I feel like the father's testimony is what is, being going viral, being talked about, and it's only right if I come and watch it with my Kim Bays and my Kim Boos. So let's just go ahead, jump right into it. We will listen and then let's write some comments in the chat. I know people really don't like to hear commentary while the testimony is going on. So we'll go ahead and just chat it up in the chat. Leave me some comments and we'll go from there. And hit the like button. Shout out to everybody that's going to be pulling up. Let's just get right into it.
Thank you. May I please court?
Yes.
Could you please state your name for the record, sir?
Abdul Robinson, Senior.
Please stay close to the microphone and your voice up. Do you have any nicknames?
Yes, Blue.
And how old are you today?
54.
Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have 11 children.
What's the age of your oldest child?
34.
And your youngest?
6.
Prior to getting arrested, did you have a good relationship with all of your children?
Yes.
And are you currently incarcerated on a number of felony charges?
Yes.
On 2 separate cases?
Yes.
When were you arrested and taken into custody?
September 10th, 2020.
And have you remained incarcerated since your arrest?
Yes.
Have you been charged by the state with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder and solicitation to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of Damon Rothermel?
Yes.
And when did that murder take place?
I think on January 31st, 2019.
And There was the potential for you to be charged as a principal in that murder. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you weren't.
No.
And you have co-defendants who have been charged with the murder of Damon Rothermel.
Yes.
And who are they?
Christopher Brown, Derek Hudson, Dominique Warner.
And so you know who all three of those individuals are.
Yes.
Have you also been charged by the state with accessory after the fact to commit first-degree murder related to the murder of Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And did that murder take place on January 15th of 2020?
Yes.
Are Hakeem Robinson, Abdul Robinson Jr., Leroy Whitaker, and Dominic Barner also charged with the murder of Charles McCormick?
Yes.
How are you related to Abdul Robinson Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Their father.
They have the same mother?
No.
Who's Abdul Robinson Jr.'s mother?
Angela Lundy.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
Ebony Walters.
Who's older between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem?
Abdul Jr.
How much older?
About 4 years.
Do you recall what Abdul Robinson Jr.'s birthday is?
Yes.
What is it?
November 9th, 94.
And what about Hakeem Robinson?
November 9th, 98.
So same day, just 4 years apart.
Yes.
Does Abdul Jr. have any nicknames?
Yes.
And what are they?
Lil Blue, Crazy K,
Does he also go by his middle name sometimes?
Kareem.
Does Hakeem Robinson have any nicknames?
Yes.
What are they?
Keemy, Ksoo.
What's the Ksoo nickname for?
It's the entertainment name.
The rap name?
Yes, rap name.
Now, prior to getting arrested, who was Abdul Robinson Jr. living with?
With me?
And for about how long had he been living with you?
Um, about 10 years.
And what about Hakeem Robinson? Where was he living?
He was living.
In January of 2020, were you, Abdul Robinson Jr., and Hakeem Robinson all living on Brown Jersey Court?
Crazy K.
Does he also go by his middle name sometimes?
Kareem.
Does Hakeem Robinson have any nicknames?
Yes.
What are they?
Keeman. And Ksoo.
What's the Ksoo nickname for?
It's an entertainment name.
The rap name?
Yes, rap name.
Now, prior to getting arrested, who was Abdul Robinson Jr. living with?
With me?
And for about how long had he been living with you?
Um, about about 10 years.
And what about Hakeem Robinson? Where was he living?
He was living with me.
In January of 2020, were you, Abdul Robinson Jr., and Hakeem Robinson all living on Brown Jersey Court?
Yes.
Is that in the Ocean Way area?
Yes.
Prior to living in that home, what area of town were y'all living in?
West Side, Norman area.
Harmony? Do you know a person named Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
Are Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker related to one another?
Yes.
How so?
Cousins.
Okay. And what's the family connection?
Mother and father and mother, brother and sisters.
So is that Leroy Whitaker's father and Hakeem Robinson's mother?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, over the years, kind of leading up to 2020, did Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker have a relationship?
Yes.
Does Leroy Whitaker have a nickname?
Yes.
And what is it?
Scotty.
Mr. Robinson, do you see your son Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he is wearing?
He's seated between these two lawyers right there with a beige suit on.
Your Honor, the record reflect the witnesses identified Mr. Hakeem Robinson.
Okay, the record shall so reflect.
And do you also see Leroy Whitaker in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where he's seated and what he's wearing?
He's wearing a gray suit. Sitting right next to his lawyer.
Is that which table?
Front table.
Your Honor, the record will reflect.
All right, the record shall so reflect.
You also know someone by the name of Dominique Barner.
Yes.
Is Dominique Barner related to your family?
Nope.
Were you friends with Dominique Barner's father?
Yes.
So how long would you say you've known Dominique Barner?
Most all his life.
Does Dominique Barner have a nickname?
Yes.
What is it?
Butter?
And do you know why he has that nickname?
No, I don't know why I have it.
Now, prior to getting arrested, was Dominique Barner friends with Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
Did he also spend time with Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Now, on April 11th of 22, did you enter pleas of guilty to the court in both of your pending cases?
Yes, I did.
And was that plea partially negotiated with the state?
Yes.
Now, as part of your plea, you agree to cooperate against the co-defendants in both cases?
Yes.
Have you been sentenced yet on either of your charges?
No, I haven't.
Who ultimately will decide what sentence you get?
From my understanding, the judge.
And what judge did you enter a plea of guilty to?
Miss Salvador.
Now, in the Damon Rothermel murder case, where you pled to accessory after the fact, is that right?
Yes.
And based on that plea, when you were sentenced by the judge, did the state agree that we will drop the solicitation to commit the murder charge?
Yes.
Is both the accessory after the fact and the solicitation a first-degree felony?
Yes.
So they're punishable by 30 years.
Yes.
And in the Charles McCormick murder case, you also pled to accessory after the fact, a first-degree felony.
Yes.
All right, and typically first-degree felony punishable by up to 30 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, as part of your pleas, did the state agree to cap the maximum sentence you could receive to be 20 years?
Yes.
Now, if you are to receive a 20-year sentence from the court, how old would you be approximately? At the end of that sentence?
Say that again.
If you were to be sentenced to 20 years by the court, at the end of that sentence, approximately how old would you be?
I'll be close to 70.
And as part of your plea, did you have sentencing guidelines in your case
Yes.
that represent the lowest sentence the court should sentence you to, absent a legal reason to?
Yes.
And what were your guidelines in your case? Do you recall? Now, even though cooperation provides a legal basis that allows the court to go below, does the court have to?
No.
Does the court have to follow any recommendation the state makes?
No.
And sitting here, do you have any idea what sentence you're going to get?
No.
Or you hope for the best sentence you can get?
Yes.
Did the state of Florida at any time promise you that we would recommend any specific sentence?
No.
Prior to the murder of Charles McCormick, were you aware of what was going to happen to him, that Charles McCormick?
No.
Were you present? Know that was going to happen before it happened?
No.
Or, excuse me, when did you find out Charles McCormick had been murdered?
Yep. Scotty and Butter.
You indicated you picked them up. How did you know that they needed a ride on January 15, 2020?
My son called me and asked me to go give Scotty a ride.
Which son?
Kareem.
Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Do you recall what Abdul Jr.'s phone number was that he communicated with you on that day?
I think it's 904 624 36 94 84.
$36.84?
Yeah.
Do you recall what your phone number was back on January 15, 2020?
904 866 2370.
Now, sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants, but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
I number of reasons.
And what are they?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter. And you know, when my 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm gonna come take her to the daddy-daughter dance.
Objection, hearsay relevance.
Overruled.
You can answer.
When she asked me over each year when I'm gonna come take her there, and I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm gonna come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me, when I'm gonna come see him, when he begging me, please come see me, daddy. He wanna teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. You know, things like that. My health issues.
What health issues do you have?
I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family besides one person.
So a part of your family completely cut you out?
Yeah.
When people know that you're cooperating, does that make it easier or harder for you when you're incarcerated?
Well, it make it harder for me.
Or about when you get out?
Extremely harder.
Is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life.
The day that Charles McCormick was murdered on January 15, 2020, does that specific day hold any significance for you and your family?
Yes.
And why is that date significant in your mind?
It's the date that my son got killed.
Who was your son that got killed?
Willie Addison.
Is he your biological child?
No.
Do you still consider him to be your son?
Yes, I consider him to be my son.
Did Willie Addison have a nickname?
Yes.
What was that?
Lil Willie, Boss Goon,
Who was Willie Addison's mother?
Angie Lundy.
Same as Abdul Jr.?
Yeah.
What was the age difference between Willie and Abdul Jr.?
I think about 2 years.
Before Willie Addison was killed on January 15, 2019, where was he living?
He was living with me.
And what area of town was that?
Normandy, off Normandy.
Who else was living there at the time?
Hakeem, my daughter, and Abdul Jr.
Were Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson close to Willie?
Yes.
How close would he consider him?
It was pretty close.
Did they be brothers?
Yes.
Where was Willie Addison when he was actually shot on January 15, 2019?
He was in the truck with me in the passenger seat.
Were you driving?
Yes.
And so Willie was in the front passenger seat?
Yes.
Was anyone else in the vehicle?
It was like 4 more people in the vehicle.
Who were they?
Abdul Jr., Moody, my nephew, Samuel, and Pooh Red.
Is Pooh Red Torgon Williams?
Yes.
Is Torgon Williams related?
Yes.
How so?
Cousin.
Now, did Torgon and Willie have a decent relationship?
I think they was okay.
Was Torgon Williams close to your son Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
How was Torgon's relationship with Hakeem Robinson?
Well, they had a pretty good relationship.
Now, when Willie Addison was shot, was anyone else inside the vehicle hurt as well,
Everybody.
including you?
Yes.
After everyone was shot, what did you do?
Well, I drove to the hospital, and as I was driving, I could, I could hear Willie making this guggling noise, and I hold his hand while I was driving, because I didn't want him to die, feel like he died alone. And I drove to Memorial Hospital, and when we got to the hospital, I got everybody out the car while I was shot, and helped everybody get, inside the hospital, because it was like people at the hospital really didn't want to help us.
Where were you shot?
In the back,
Where in the vehicle was Abdul Jr. seated?
in the middle row.
Was he shot?
Yes,
Where was Abdul Jr. shot?
in the head.
Did he almost die?
Yes, I think he did die, but he, came back.
What about your nephew? You said Sammy. Is he hurt?
Yeah.
How was he hurt?
Well, he got shot about 7 times. He's paralyzed right now.
And Torgon was shot
Yes,
multiple times?
yes.
How long did Abdul Jr., since he was shot in the head, how long did he remain in the hospital?
He stayed in the hospital about 3 or 4 months.
After Abdul Jr. got out of the hospital, was he still physically affected by his injuries?
Yes, he had to learn how to, he had to basically learn how to do everything all over again.
Walk again?
Walk again, talk again, everything. We had to go to Brooks therapy.
Did you help Abdul Jr. as he recovered?
Yes, I did.
Was Abdul Jr. Affected mentally by the shooting?
Yes,
How so?
I think it made him more, more angry. Like, I don't know if bipolar like was be the right word to use, but it made him it changed his mood swing.
Now, Hakeem Robinson was not in the vehicle when the shooting happened, correct?
No,
How was he affected mentally by Abdul Jr. and his family members being hurt?
Objection, speculation, personal knowledge.
Yeah, unless he has personal knowledge, I'll sustain that objection.
Do you have personal knowledge as to how Hakeem Robinson was feeling after this happened?
yeah,
Is that because he was living with you?
yes.
How was Hakeem Robinson after this?
I mean, he was angry about it. I mean, we was all angry about it.
To the best of your knowledge, was Charles McCormick involved in the shooting of Willie Addison or anyone else in that vehicle, personally?
No,
After Willie Addison was killed, did Charles McCormick put out a song that personally upset you and your family?
yes.
And what's a diss song or a diss track?
Oh, it's when you talk about somebody, somebody's dead.
Is that what Charles McCormick's song did?
Yes.
And who did it reference that upset you and your family?
He talked about Willie.
How did you find out about that song?
Social media.
Did you personally find it or did someone point it out to you?
No, my son showed it to me.
Which one?
Both of them.
And that would be
Kareem and Hakeem.
Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Did Abdul Jr. or Hakeem Robinson, either one, talk about the song?
I mean, yeah, they didn't like it.
Are you familiar with a local rap group known as ATK?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself to be a member of ATK?
No.
Is Abdul Robinson Jr. part of ATK?
Yeah.
What about Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
Torgon Williams?
Yeah.
And is Dominic Barner affiliated with members of ATK?
Yeah.
Was Charles McCormick part of ATK?
No.
Who was Charles McCormick affiliated with?
6 Block.
All right. Another local rap group here.
Yes.
Did Charles McCormick have a rap name or a nickname that you're aware of?
Yep.
All right, and what was that?
The Little Buck.
How would you describe the relationship between the group 6 Block and the group ATK?
They didn't like each other.
Did they get along?
No.
Do they consider one another to be ops?
Yes.
Who do you know that had a desire to go after Charles McCormick based on that song?
I mean, I would say a few people.
All right. Anybody related to you or anyone else?
Yeah.
All right. Well, who would you think had the most?
The most, I would say Abdul, my son, both of them, Hakeem and Abdul.
In January of 2020, did Abdul Jr. Own his own vehicle?
No.
How did he get around?
I'll rent a car.
Do you recall if on January 15th of 2020, Abdul Jr. had a rental car?
Yes.
What kind did he have?
A Dodge Journey.
Did both Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson travel in rental cars?
Yes.
Did you own a car on January 15th, 2020?
Yes.
What kind?
Dodge Challenger,
What color was it?
like reddish orange.
And the phone that you had on January 15th, 2020, what type of phone was it?
iPhone.
And I think you said earlier, but 904-866-2370, was that your number?
Yes.
Who was your cell carrier?
T-Mobile.
Was that account under your name, Abdul Robinson Sr.?
No.
What name was it under?
Darryl Watts.
Who was Daryl Watts?
A friend of mine.
Is he deceased?
Yes.
So why was your phone under an account with that name?
Well, we went to get them together. His credit was a little better than mine.
So did you maintain your phone under that account after he passed?
Yes, I was a authorized user.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. have a cell phone in January of 2020?
Yes.
Did he have just one?
No, he had a couple of phones.
Why do you have a couple phones?
I mean, you got, your work phone, your phone for your ladies, or something like that, different phones.
What was Abdul Jr.'s primary number back in January 2020? Was that the 624-3684 you mentioned?
Yes.
Is that the number you typically would communicate with him on?
Yes.
Did he have a second phone number that you helped get it?
Yes.
Do you recall what that number was?
I think the area code was 478-491-2831.
And how do you know that was a number that Abdul Jr. was using?
I got the phone for him.
Was that put up under the Daryl Watts account name?
Yes.
Do you recall when that was done approximately?
I know it was, I think it was like November. In November, I think it's like November 12th or the 15th.
So sometime in November?
Yes.
Would that be 2019?
Yes.
Did Hakeem Robinson own a cell phone in January of 2020?
Yes.
Did he have just one phone?
No, he had a couple phones.
What type of phones did he have?
iPhone.
And what was Hakeem Robinson's primary number back in January 2020 that you would communicate with him on?
The phone number?
Yes, sir.
904-704, I think, 1595.
And was that phone number under the Daryl Watts account?
No.
What account was that phone number under?
I don't know. I think it's the other guy that phone for him.
Miss Walters?
Yes.
Do you recognize phone number 478-305-9583?
Yes.
Whose phone number was that in January 2020?
Hakeem?
Hakeem Robinson's?
Yes.
And how do you know that?
I got it for him.
Was that up under the Daryl Watts account as well?
Yes.
Objection leading on this whole line of questioning.
Well, I'll address the last question, and that's overruled.
Was the 478-305-9583 number you just mentioned, was that activated on the same day as the one you got for Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
And did you at times pay that bill for them?
Yeah.
In January 2020, did Leroy Whitaker have a cell phone?
Yes.
Did you ever communicate with him on his cell phone?
Yes.
Do you recall what his phone number was at the time?
904-803. I think 3671.
Now, turning your attention back specifically to January 15, 2020, did you get asked for help that day?
Yes.
And how did you get asked for help?
Well, I was asked to give somebody a ride, give Scotty a ride.
And who asked you specifically?
Abdul Jr.
And how did he get in touch with you to ask you that?
He called me.
Did he call you one time or more than once? Do you recall?
I think he called me more than once.
When you spoke to Abdul Jr., did he tell you why Leroy Whitaker needed a ride?
No.
Do you know what area of town or Leroy Whitaker was in that you needed to go pick him up?
Say that again.
How did you know where to go pick Leroy Whitaker up?
Abdul Jr., he sent me a pin drop, a location.
What area of town did that take you to?
Arlington.
Was it a business area, a residential neighborhood?
Residential area.
When you went to pick Leroy Whitaker up, what were you driving?
Dodge Challenger.
And you had your phone number, the 866-2370 number with you?
Yes.
When you drove that Dodge Challenger over there, is that a car that's actually in your name?
Yes.
Prior to picking Leroy Whitaker up that day, did you ever speak to him on the phone?
Yes.
Did you get any information from him as well?
Yes. I called him. I think the location thing took me past the location, and I called him, asked him where he was at, and he told me what house he was in. What it was a car in the yard, a certain car. I can't remember what the car was though.
Do you recall what the name of the road was where you actually went?
On Townsend.
When you were driving on Townsend, did you see any police in the area?
Yes, I seen one police.
Where was that?
Say that again.
Where was that? Where did you see the police?
It was about a block or two from where I picked him up from.
Now, when you got to the correct location, what did you do?
Well, I pulled in the yard and I called Scotty, asked him, where they was at.
Now, you said you pulled into the yard. What was that location? Was that a home?
Yes, it was to the house.
Did you recognize that home?
No.
Did you have any idea who was living there?
No, I didn't.
Did Leroy Whitaker come out immediately?
No.
As you waited, did you reach out to anyone?
I reached out to Scotty. And I got a little impatient. And I just asked him like where he at when he coming. He told me they was coming.
Did you reach out to anybody else?
Yes, I called my son, Abdul.
What was the purpose of contacting your son Abdul Jr.?
I just wanted to know where they was at, what was taking so long.
Do you recall if that was a phone call or a communication by message? Do you have any idea? I know it was 5 years ago.
I can't quite remember.
Eventually, did Leroy Whitaker come out of the home?
Yes.
Was he by himself?
Nope.
Who was with him?
Butter.
And when Leroy Whitaker and Butter, Dominique Barner,
Yes.
when they both came out, how were they acting? How were they walking?
I mean, I would say a little urgent.
Do you recall what either one of them was wearing?
Yes, they had on some pajamas.
Do you remember any details about the pajamas?
Some Mountain Dew pajamas.
Did that look like clothes that you typically would see Leroy Whitaker or Dominique Barner in?
No.
Once they came out, did you let them into your car?
Say that again?
Did you let them both into your vehicle? After they got in, what direction did you drive towards?
Towards Arlington Expressway.
And were there still police in the area?
Well, I only seen that one.
Now, as you were driving away, did you ask them or were you concerned about anybody in particular?
Yes.
Who?
Hakeem.
And why were you concerned for Hakeem?
Yeah, I know that's his circle of friends.
Was it unusual in your mind for him not to be with them at that point?
Yeah.
Now, as you were driving Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner away, did you find out what had happened to Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And you found out the details about who was involved?
Yes.
And did you continue to drive both Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner away?
Yes.
And after getting away from that neighborhood, did you make a stop?
Yes.
And where did you stop?
We stopped in Grand Park.
And what was the reason of stopping in that area?
Switch cars.
And were you able to do that?
Yes.
What car did you switch out of?
We got in a white Impala.
Who did the white Impala belong to?
It was my daughter's car, but it was in my name.
Why did you want to switch out of your Dodge Challenger?
I mean, after I found out what happened, we in an orange car, very noticeable.
Did you eventually make it back to your home?
Yes.
And again, that's on Brown Jersey Court.
Yes.
Do you recall around what time of day it was that you made it back to that location, approximately?
I mean, I can't say the exact time. It's like I can't say the exact time, maybe like 2:30 something up,
Good. In the afternoon.
Yes.
After you got back to your home, did you do anything else to assist either Leroy Whitaker or Dominique Barner?
Yes.
What did you do?
Well, I took the clothes they had on and left with them.
Where'd you go?
I went over there off Kings Road behind Burger King, put them in this fire barrel.
Did you set them on fire?
Yes.
And why were you doing that?
I mean, it was just my way to help.
Did you take either Leroy Whitaker or Dominique Barner with you when you did that?
No.
Do you recall if anyone else was at your home prior to you leaving to set those clothes on fire?
No.
No, there weren't, or no, you don't recall?
No, I don't recall nobody though.
Did you return to Brown Jersey Court that night?
I can't remember.
Are you familiar with an address, 2203 West 12th Street?
Yes.
And why are you familiar with that specific address?
I mean, that's been my address. That's my grandma's address.
Has that house been or stayed in the Robinson family?
Yes.
Are you also familiar with the name House of Pain?
Yes,
Who came up with that name?
I did.
When was that?
It's back in the 90s.
What did you want to use the House of Pain name for?
Entertainment.
Is that a name that is still kind of used and by the Robinsons,
Yeah,
your family? Was Hakeem Robinson aware of that name, House of Pain?
yeah,
Did Hakeem Robinson have an Instagram account that he was using back in January of 2020?
yes.
Do you recall what his Instagram account name was?
It was Ksoo 23 times.
What about Abdul Jr.? Did he have an Instagram account?
Yes.
What was that?
K Crazy.
Do you know someone by the name of Shifan Hogan?
Yes.
Who is he?
That's my baby mother's brother.
Are you also aware of a music video called Bang It Out?
Yes.
And whose music video is that?
Hakeem.
Do you know where that was filmed?
Yes.
Where?
Downtown by the Chop House.
Were you there when it was filmed?
Yes.
Was it filmed prior to Charles McCormick's murder?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I publish some items that are already in evidence?
Okay.
Showing you what's in evidence as State's Exhibit 191 on the monitor in front of you. You see that? Should be on the monitor right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you see that vehicle?
Yes.
That your red Dodge Challenger that you were driving on January 15, 2020?
Yes.
This is State's 193.
They call me Ksoo.
Sir, in that video, the two firearms that Hakeem Robinson was holding, do you recognize those?
Yes.
Whose firearms who do they belong to?
Ksoo.
Were they real firearms?
Yes.
Did he typically use fake guns in his music video like that?
No.
After the murder of Charles McCormick on January 15, 2020, did you ever see Hakeem with that black AR style rifle pistol again?
No.
Are you aware of a dash cam video that recorded the murder of Charles McCormick in this case?
Yes.
Have you seen that video?
Yes.
And the person captured.
Objection, sidebar.
All right, let me see counsel and court reporter at sidebar.
Well, y'all, so far, this is still crazy. It's the first sidebar. I think the state is leading his dad a lot, but I'm sure they prepped him and he already know. He already know what's going on. He know how to, answer these questions. This is not his first time on the stand. The good thing about us rewatching the trial, we can skip past all of this, the sidebars and the recess. So let me see. Make sure y'all drop me some comments and hit the like button. Show me some support. We is back. Shout out to my Kim Bays and Kim Boos, and shout out to Blue. He always want to show up and support his girl. Let me see. All right, let's see. It finally stopped buffering, thank God, because I was getting so mad.
Questions first. Leading up to January 15th, 2020, Hakeem Robinson was living with you.
Yes.
And so you would see him on a daily basis.
Yes.
And as you have testified to, he's your biological son.
Yes.
And did you also see him after January 15th, 2020?
Yes.
And when he was living with you in your home, did you become familiar with some of the clothing that he owned?
Yes.
See the types of clothing that he would wear?
Yes.
See him as he...
Objection leading.
Okay, you'll rephrase your questions.
Did you ever see him walking about the house?
Yes.
Did you see him in music videos?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the way he moves?
Yes.
Are you familiar with, or 5 years ago, were you familiar with the way his build was, his physical characteristics?
Yes.
And after January 15th, 2020, you became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that recording.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
After the murder of Charles McCormick, did you become aware of a post on Hakeem Robinson's Instagram account referencing something that happened?
Yes.
And was that posted from a nail salon?
Yes.
And after seeing that post, did you reach out to Hakeem Robinson, your son?
Yes.
And what did you want him to do?
I want him to remove the post.
Are you aware of any other posts Hakeem Robinson made to his social media around that time that concerns you?
Yes.
What was that?
It was it was another post of dude Lil Buck.
What did you see?
It was just the emojis on the bottom of it that said bye bye bye.
Say it again.
It was the emojis, the hand emojis saying bye bye.
States 227. That the nail salon post that you reached out to him about? And by him, I mean Hakeem Robinson.
Yes.
Showing what's in evidence as. One moment, I'm sorry, Judge. I believe it's States 240, a composite. Do you recognize that, poster?
Yes.
Who is that in the post?
Willie.
Billy Addison?
Yes.
And whose Instagram account is that?
Hakeem.
I'm showing you States 229. Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes.
And whose marker is there that at the bottom of the photograph?
Willie.
Who's surrounding it?
Hakeem, Pooh Red, and Kareem.
It's Pooh Red again. Is that Torgon Williams there in the middle?
Yes.
State 241. Who is that?
Kareem.
Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
And States 240, showing you what's in evidence as a photograph that was sent, appears to be from phone number 904-866-2370. That was your phone number?
Yes.
To 478-305-9583. Do you recognize the photo that was attached to that message?
Yes.
Who is that?
That's me.
And who were you sending that to?
I sent it to Hakeem and Kareem.
So you sent it to both Hakeem and Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Is that to both 478 area code numbers that they had?
Yes.
And why were you sending that to them?
I really don't know. I really think I was just showing off my outfit, to be honest.
Now, though some people may not believe it, even though you sat here and testified here today, do you still love your family?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Yes.
Is this easy for you to do?
No, this is the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life.
Judge, I don't have any further questions.
Well, y'all, that was the end of the state. Let me stop. Hold on. That's my girl. All right, let me see. How do I make this bigger? All right, y'all. So, yeah, that was Ksoo father on the stand, and that was the state's questioning. I do know there was cross. I will have to find it. Scotty lawyer and Ksoo lawyer did cross examine his dad. Let me see if I can pull that up while we are here. It's just so crazy. Like, it's just so crazy. Ksoo dad cross examination. I find it so crazy that he was up there, just wanting to save himself at the end of the day. He don't want to get 60 years to life. So I guess he feel like he's doing what he needs to do for him. But I found the cross, so let's just get into it. Let me see. right, let me add it back to the thing. But you already know, parents nowadays, it's supposed to protect and shield their kids from everything. But in this case, he felt like he was blindsided. They didn't tell him. He was just called for a ride. He didn't know. So this is why he feel like he has every right to do what he's doing. And then he's saying like, if anything, if his son loved him, he would have cleared the air. Like my dad didn't have nothing to do with nothing. But Ksoo didn't say anything. You know, I guess he never thought this would be. But here we are. So let's go ahead and get into the cross while we are here. We might as well. Let me just get into it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's crazy. That's all I could say. Like, I'm so shocked and this is so crazy. I couldn't imagine. I really couldn't.
Okay. Cross-exam from Mr. Whitaker?
Thank you, John. May I please the court?
Yes.
So this is Scotty's lawyer that's going to go first.
You love your family, Mr. Robinson. That's what we just heard, right?
Yes.
I guess you love yourself. Right? Yes or no, sir?
Of course. Self-love first, right?
Over your children.
That's the law of nature. Love yourself first.
Okay. You're cooperating in this case, correct, sir?
Correct.
This is not your first cooperation, is it?
No,
You've somewhat made a career out of it, have you not?
I wouldn't say career.
Well, you first testified against an officer, Officer Eric Sinclair,
Relevance.
Overruled.
back in 1999, right?
Did I do what?
You testified against Officer Eric Sinclair back in 1999.
No, I didn't.
Came forward with information.
Yeah.
The officer evidently didn't take it to trial, correct?
Correct.
But your cooperation, your testifying to the federal government caused him to enter a plea, right?
I'm not going to agree with that.
Okay. Well, what you probably will agree with is that your sentence was dramatically reduced, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it true that before you talked to the federal government, what you were facing back in 1999, you could have gotten up to life imprisonment, correct?
Yes.
And it was reduced to 10 years, right?
Nope.
Substantial reduction?
My time was reduced to 22 years.
How much did you serve?
About 10 years and 3 months, 4 months.
Okay. So from life to an ultimate actual serving sentence of about 10 years.
Guess what? It was a law change, and that's how my time got reduced again.
Well, and your cooperation, sir,
Yeah.
right? So pretty good deal you made for yourself.
Yeah.
You've also worked as a confidential informant for police, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you're cooperating in this particular case because it will help you, right?
Right.
And you were arrested, I think you told us roughly September of 2020.
September 10th, 2020.
September 10th, it sounds like you remember the exact day,
Yes.
right, sir? I imagine that was an important day to you, correct?
I ain't gonna say important.
Well, it did cause you to be incarcerated, sir, right?
Right.
Where you've remained, correct?
Right.
And that was for your involvement in the McCormick homicide, right?
Yes.
When did they hit you with the Rothermel homicide?
2021.
Okay, so in 2020, you're facing an accessory after the fact charge for your involvement in the death of Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
And when they brought you in, you've agreed to cooperate, right?
Right.
But that didn't happen until 2022, correct?
Right.
That would have been after they put the second homicide on you, right?
Right.
Now, in the Rothermel homicide, you're aware that Dominique Varner originally was going to testify against you, right?
Right.
And your involvement in what you pled guilty to as accessory after the fact in the Rothermel killing was that you admit you gave money to Dominique Varner after knowing he had just been involved in the shooting and needed to get out of town.
Yes.
And you're willing to admit that, correct?
Yes.
You do not admit, you do not agree with Mr. Varner's claim that you provided a gun and a car to accomplish that drive-by shooting.
Right.
Okay? You don't agree with that,
No.
right?
No.
Because based on your knowledge, sir, you understand that if you and I plan to do a crime together, whatever crime, we're both considered principals, right?
Yes.
And so you can stay at home. But if you and I agree to do a crime and I do everything, but you help me, you support me, you do something, say some word that actually inspires me, that encourages me to commit the crime, you can be punished as if you did everything I did, right?
Right.
But you weren't charged as a principal in the Rothermel killing, were you?
No.
And so you were left with solicitation for murder. I guess you were originally arrested for that charge, right?
Yes.
And essentially, you understood that that charge, they were accusing you of trying to entice the murder to happen, right?
Right.
But they dropped that charge pursuant to your plea agreement, right?
Well, I think it's going to be dropped.
I'm sorry?
I think it's going to be dropped.
Okay. You just know you haven't entered a plea to it, sir, right?
Right.
That was not part of your plea agreement for you to enter a plea of guilty to solicitation for murder, correct?
Right.
Only accessory, right?
Yes.
And accessory after the fact, you understand, and you understood before you entered your plea agreement that that's punishable by up to 30 years.
Yes. Yes.
So when you have two of them, that means that you could be sentenced up to 60 years, correct?
Correct.
But in 2022, when you agreed to come forward and cooperate, they cut your exposure by 2/3, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm never been super great at math, but 30 plus 30 is 60, right?
Right.
And your plea agreement for the death of two human beings calls for a maximum of 20 years, right?
Right.
And your actual guidelines are only about 7 years, right?
Right.
And I think you told us that that was based on your age, your health issues, and you want to be there for your younger kids, right?
Yes.
Would you agree with me? You weren't there for your older kids.
That's why I know better this time.
Okay. You did grow up with quite a bit of respect on the streets, sir, didn't you?
Yep.
And you personally never met Charles McCormick,
Nope.
but you did know who he was, correct?
Yes.
And you knew in spring of 2019 that he had put out this rap song, correct?
Yes.
And you, as you've told us, you were physically in the car when Willie Addison was killed, correct?
Yes.
And your son, Abdul Jr., was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And Torrigan Williams was in that car, correct, sir?
Yes.
And all of you got shot, correct?
Yes.
And you explained there was somebody else there that was actually also shot and paralyzed as a result, right?
Yes.
And who was that again?
My nephew,
Okay, and what's his name, sir?
Samuel Cooper.
Samuel what?
Cooper.
Cooper,
Yes.
Samuel Cooper,
Yes.
also shot with Willie Addison, with you all, and is now paralyzed.
Yes.
And then you also mentioned somebody named Moody.
Yes.
Do you know Moody's full name?
I think it's Antonio McLaurin or something like that.
Antonio McLaurin.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Were you aware that Antonio McLaurin wore a whiter on Mr. Barner?
Yes. Do we need to speak sidebar about that? Okay. Let me see court reporter and counsel at sidebar.
I heard objection. I just didn't hear anything after that.
Okay, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. And so I'm sorry, you told us another person that was in the car with you all when Willie Addison was killed and you all were shot was a person with the nickname, I'm sorry, give it to us one more time.
Moody.
Moody. And you believe Moody's full formal name is Antonio McLaurin.
Yes.
Okay. And my question to you was, were you aware that Antonio McLaurin wore a confidential wire on Dominique Barner?
Yes.
Jail. You were?
Yes.
Okay. It's fair to say that you were vengeful after that shooting, is it not, sir?
Yes.
And that is, in fact, is why you were willing to be involved in what would become the attempted murder of someone named P. Money, and that resulted in the Rothermill killing.
Yes.
Because P. Money, and do you happen to know his formal name?
No, I don't know his full name.
Okay. But you know who I'm talking about when I say P Money,
Yes,
correct?
yes,
He was a target for you, correct?
yes,
Because you did believe he was responsible for not only killing your son, Willie Addison, but hurting everybody else, correct? Including yourself.
yes.
You were not personally there during the actual shooting of what ended up being the death of Mr. Rothermel and the attempt on P Money, correct?
Correct.
But you have pled guilty to accessory after the fact for that death.
Yes,
And you have admitted to providing Varner with money in order to get out of town, correct?
yes.
Now, we've heard you kind of explain that on January 15th, you end up driving your Dodge Challenger, correct?
Yes,
Over to the Townsend Road area.
yes,
And you claim that you then picked up Dominique Varner and Leroy Whitaker, correct?
yes.
And I apologize for skipping around a little bit, but I just realized something I almost forgot to ask you about. How long have you known Leroy Whitaker?
I've known him for probably about a little bit more than 5 years, probably now.
A little bit more than 5 years, sir?
Yeah, probably now.
Okay. And you were born in 71 or 70?
70.
1970, which makes you about 55 now, sir?
Yeah, I'll be 55 this year.
Okay. Now, back in 2020, I think you've already told us your son, Abdul Jr., was 25? That sound right?
It might be. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you told us, I mean, we can, if we have to, we can do the math.
Yeah,
Not
do
very
the
good
math.
at the math, but we can certainly do it. What year was Abdul Jr. born?
94.
Okay. So that would appear to make him 26, if my math is correct. Does that sound right?
26 now?
If you subtract what month? 2020.
November.
Okay, so we'd use 2019, so that'd make him 25 at the time of the death of Mr. McCormick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That sound about right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that there's a 4-year age difference between the two sons, between Abdul Jr. and Hakeem Robinson, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if depending on the birthdays, and again, we're talking November, so if there's 4 years, then Hakeem Robinson was 21 years old, right?
Yes.
When was Willie Addison born? What year was he born?
I think 93. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
1993, which would make him 26.
At 2020, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And in 2019, when he was killed, he would have been 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Leroy Whitaker is substantially younger than all of them, correct?
Yeah.
And you always knew that from the little time that you did spend with him, correct?
Yes.
And Willie and Leroy Whitaker had no relationship whatsoever, right?
Not that I know of.
And Leroy Whitaker does not rap that you're aware of, correct?
No, no.
And with all of your testimony, though, you have not heard Leroy Whitaker specifically ever make any kind of statement that he wanted Charles McCormick dead, correct?
Correct.
And you have never heard Leroy Whitaker ever say anything to suggest he knew anyone was going to get out of a car and shoot Charles McCormick, correct?
Repeat that question.
You never heard Leroy Whitaker say anything that he would have any knowledge that anyone was going to get out and shoot Charles McCormick?
No, I haven't.
And sir, have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of dishonesty?
No. You said a crime of dishonesty?
And I'm sorry, but let me make it easier.
Yeah.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony, sir?
Yes.
How many times?
2.
Nothing further.
Okay, cross for Mr. Robinson.
Your community up until this point, seated right there, right?
Say it again?
Your community, your family, those people that know you best in this world are in this courtroom right now, right?
I don't think so.
You don't see family sitting there?
Nope.
You don't see Hakeem's mother sitting there?
Oh yeah, I see her.
Now, of course, she knows you, right?
Yeah, she know me.
A moment ago, you said that you are a 2-time convicted felon. And let's jump into the first time. In the year 2000, you were sentenced to 262 months in federal court, correct?
Yes.
Hakeem was an infant at that time, right?
Yes.
You go away for roughly 10 years.
Right.
Now, you said a moment ago that, well, that you disagreed about cooperation. You got what's called, the government filed a 5K, right?
Yes.
And a 5K specifically is when somebody has provided substantial assistance in the investigation or prosecution of others. You agree with that?
Yes.
But you disagree that you got a reduction because of cooperation?
No, I don't think I disagree with that. She said testifying.
All right. You snitched on other people, you got a reduction, right?
Yeah.
All right. So years later, this case comes along. You get charged in the McCormick case. You get charged in the Rothermill case. And you initially plead not guilty, correct?
Right.
You fight the McCormick case for a period of time, right?
Right.
You have your attorney involved in depositions knowing the facts of the case, correct?
Yes.
And then your attorney comes to you and says, they're threatening to charge you as a principal.
Objection, Judge.
And the grounds?
Privileged communications.
Okay,
For him to waive, Your Honor, not the government to say.
okay. Well, then I'll leave it to Mr. Abdul Robinson Sr.
There was a point in time when these 2 murder cases are pending that you learn that the government is now trying to leverage you, threatening you with charging you as a principal in the Rothermill case, right?
Yes.
And that would have meant a life minimum mandatory for you, right?
Yes.
So you agree, you cave, and astonishingly for the second time, why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous case, you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Once again, you're looking at life and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve for all of your crimes only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
All right. That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've served a majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your 2 sons, but it got you out of custody.
You say implicate them?
You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leverage you with life on the Rothermill case, They had already arrested your son and said that he was the one that committed it, right?
No, you confusing me.
Okay. Let's break it down. You said a moment ago that the government sent a message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case and that you were potentially looking at life. You then decided to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. They asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So at that point, though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. Yeah, I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was the shooter, right?
I can't agree with that.
You also pointed out your other son, Abdul, the one that shares your name, Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr., right?
Right.
Now, before you decided to cooperate, you had also reviewed all of the phone records in this case, correct?
Yes.
So you had knowledge of what the government believed was happening in the case.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about Dominique Barner. Your words, he's a reliable hitman, right?
Yes.
For you to know that he's a reliable hitman, you must have used him as a hitman before, right?
No.
And how do you know he's a reliable hitman? Can't be the Rothermill case because they didn't kill P Money. So how is it that you know that he is a reliable hitman?
I mean, you hear things when you're in the streets.
And that's where you live. Not physically on the streets, but you are a street guy, right?
I have been one.
All right. And the marks of that are on you. You have bullet holes, right?
Yes.
You have tattoos, right?
Yes.
Keem has neither.
Right.
Not a single tattoo in his body, right?
Right.
Never been shot.
That's good.
Now, let's get back to Barner, your reliable hitman. In the Rothermill case, it's Blue. That's you, right?
Yes.
Now, you also go by OG too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Blue, Butter, right? Dominique Barner,
Yeah.
and Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
That's the trio. Blue, Butter, Brown. In the Rothermill case, right? Right?
Yeah.
Now, Chris Brown, his nickname is Crazy Chris.
Right.
You know Chris Brown, obviously.
Yes.
State. All right. Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Robinson. I'm showing you it's been pre-marked. It's defense one. You know what that is, right?
Yes.
That's a picture of Chris Brown.
Right.
And you know that's a picture of Chris Brown because you committed crimes with him.
No.
You're denying that you committed crimes with him on the Rothermill
Objection,
case?
Judge.
Yes, I'm denying.
Okay, just a moment. When there's an objection, I have to rule. What's the objection?
I withdraw based on the way it was then phrased.
Okay, go ahead, ask the question.
Chris Brown is a co-defendant on the Rothermill case, right?
Right.
And you pled guilty on that case.
Yes.
Now, this photo fairly and accurately depicts what Chris Brown looked like in January of 2020.
Yes.
Defense offers with pre-marked as defense one.
Okay, so any objection from the state? Any objection from Mr. Whitaker? Okay, then defense exhibit will be marked into evidence as defendant Robinson's number 1.
That's Chris Brown, right? Can you see the monitor?
His monitor is not on.
Published all. Mike taught me better.
Well, it's off everywhere now.
There we go. Now, there we go. It takes a minute.
Okay.
That's Chris Brown, right?
Yes.
Butter pecan skin. Right?
Yes.
Not Hakeem.
No.
Dreads down to his chin, right?
No.
He's got dreads, no?
Yes.
Some of that hair goes down to his chin.
Talking about hair on his chin?
Down to his chin.
Yeah, he got hair on his chin.
All right. Now, Chris Brown's right around 6 feet, maybe a little bit under. Right?
He might be about 6 feet, a little bit on.
He's a skinny guy too, right?
Yes.
He's also best friends with Butter.
Yes.
Crazy Chris, Chris Brown, and Butter Dominique Barner. Right?
Right.
Now, Dominique Barner, he lives that life too, right? He's got wounds, he's got tattoos.
Yes.
He doesn't have a future in the entertainment industry.
No.
None of them do.
No.
Now, let's talk about work. Been out of custody since, roughly 2009, July 2009, you get out of custody on that federal case.
Yes.
In your life, you have never filed taxes, right?
No.
Judge relevant.
Yes. Sustained.
Never received a paycheck from a legitimate job.
Yes.
Now, the House of Pain, your Instagram handle is HOP CEO, right?
Right.
That stands for House of Pain CEO.
Yes.
That's yours from back in the 90s, right?
Right.
When House of Pain, that's my era, when House of Pain was big. Right?
Right.
That's not Hakeem's era.
No.
Now, you had shirts that were put together, right?
Yes.
You even have like drawings where you tried to draw out the crest for House of Pain.
Yes.
And you were hoping to build that into something legitimate, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Legitimate. The emblem, correct me if I'm wrong, is an axe on the right side, right?
The what?
Do you remember the logo that you drew?
No.
To refresh your recollection, to take a look at what you drew?
Yeah.
Brief moment, Your Honor. Take a look at that. You know if that refreshes your recollection.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the House of Pain logo that you created, it's got a house with bullet holes in it, right?
Yeah.
Below that, stacks of money, right?
Right.
A microphone.
Under relevance.
Yeah. How is this relevant?
Your Honor, do you want me to go sidebar and explain?
No. I'm going to sustain.
Okay. A House of Pain email that the government has talked so much about today, that's also yours, right?
No.
So House of Pain and everything about it is yours except the email address.
Yeah, I can't remember making no email address for House of Pain.
When the police searched your house in the U-Haul truck that was out there, they found T-shirts for House of Pain. They found other swag that you had made and these drawings for House of Pain, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
And again, your Instagram handle is HOP CEO.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's talk about Hakeem Robinson. Hakeem is 6'2", 6'3", your words?
Yes.
Well over 200 pounds?
Yeah.
230, 240?
About 230.
In 2019, an opportunity came his way, right?
Yeah.
He was close friends with another rapper by the name of Young and Ace, right?
Correct.
He's known Ace for a long time.
Correct.
Ace has gotten hugely big over the years, right?
Correct.
Now, at the time, Ace was signed by Cinematic, right?
Correct.
And at that time, Hakeem was lucky enough to get connected with Johnny Shipes, right?
Correct.
Now, this is the same guy that found Nipsey Hussle in California, right?
Correct.
Joey Badass, right?
Yeah.
T-Pain.
Yep.
So this wasn't a small deal. This wasn't Charles McCormick's song that's out there. He had a legitimate record deal.
Right.
Now, we know from Charles McCormick that people in this diss rap and this drill rap, they will rap about things that they weren't involved in, right?
Correct.
Because you said Charles McCormick was not involved in this.
Correct.
Now, you also agree that drill rap, the type rap like the video, Bang It Out, that sells, right?
Yes.
And I asked you, and I think I asked you, and it was a couple of years back, sells a lot better than happy rap, like Will Smith rap,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Now, you had hopes prior to manage Ace, right?
Yes.
But he didn't take you along.
No, he already had a manager.
And then your son gets signed in 2019, right?
Right.
He's off in California shooting a music video in December, right?
I can't remember.
He didn't bring you along either.
That ain't true, man. That's not true.
He did not agree to let you manage his career. Or is your testimony that he did? He wanted you to manage it.
Of course.
Of course not. He didn't want you to manage it.
Of course, he did.
Yet you weren't with him on any of those trips, right?
I was with him on a lot of trips.
You have no credits on any of his songs.
No, I don't want no credits on this song.
And Johnny Shipes is the one that is in the records as his manager, right?
I would assume.
So let's now talk about the day before the murder. That white car that you already let us know, you drove that white car over to the JSO property facility, right?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Now let's talk about the motive of others. Your testimony is that Hakeem Robinson, who was not shot, who is not biologically tied to Willie Addison like you, that somehow he had more motive than the other people that were actually shot, right?
Say that again.
We're talking about the people that would have had a motive to be upset at Charles McCormick, okay?
Right.
You, Butter and Brown, Blue Butter Brown, I'm going to trip over that if I say it fast. The whole thing about P Money was because you believe that he was behind Willie's murder, right?
Right.
Okay. So now Charles McCormick comes along and he's putting out a song. He's not signed to a record deal, right?
Right.
His song isn't getting any traction.
Right.
He's nowhere near the level of Ksoo, Hakeem Robinson, right?
Correct.
But your testimony is that was a motive enough for murder. That's your testimony, right?
It's this song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's a whole list of people that would be way above him to have the motive to kill Charles McCormick, right?
Right.
You?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You'd have no motive to kill a guy who's basically laughing about the night that you were shot.
I mean, not me. Shouldn't kill him pro se myself?
Look, all I know is this. I'll put this in a question. You claim that the phone that's used by the shooter, that's registered in your name, right? Oh, excuse me, Daryl Watts. Right?
Right.
And we'll get to that. You allegedly burned the clothes that Butter had on him, right?
Correct.
You break through the police perimeter to pick up Leroy Whitaker and Barner, right?
Come on, man. You exaggerating, man. You know it wasn't no police perimeter, none of that. You exaggerating now.
I'm exaggerating that there wasn't drones and helicopters overhead
How would I know that?
because you were driving to the location.
And I would see a drone in the air?
So we'll agree. All right, let's say the we'll let JSO answer the question whether they had a perimeter and they had hundreds of officers trying to find the shooter that was running through neighborhoods.
You really think I would have went through there if I seen all those police and all that? Or a drone and a helicopter and all that? You think I would have went up in there with my car registered in my name?
You don't want me to answer that question. So why don't you stick to answering my questions and not asking me them? It's a life you live, right? You live this life in the streets, right?
Nah.
Or wait, are you telling me that you, as the patriarch of the family, that basically these kids come by and say, "Hey, Blue, go do this"?
They didn't call Leroy Whitaker daddy to go get it. They called me. They did. What if they would have called some? I would like to see how they would feel if they would have called somebody else to go pick somebody up. They didn't. They called me. If I would have knew something was going on, I wouldn't have never went.
All right.
Think I'm gonna go over there in my car with my phone and knowing something going on? I would like to been, if I would like to been involved in a crime, I'd like to know that I'm involved in a crime. Let me know that, okay, it's a crime happening now. Let me know something. I was in the blind.
So you're a victim in this case, right?
I ain't gonna say I'm a victim, but I would like to know that I'm being involved in something and just ask for a ride.
All right. So then after you know about it, you're then cool with going to burn clothes, right?
Yeah, after I get to know about it, I was cool with that.
Yeah, what's a little bit of a felony, destruction of evidence.
Yeah, I did it. I like Scotty. I did.
Definitely know you didn't call 911.
Right.
That conscience only grew later when you were looking at life.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about Daryl Watts. There's a bunch of cell phones that are in the name of Daryl Watts, right?
Correct.
And the phone that was used. Now, it's interesting. The government, they asked you about a bunch of phone numbers and you remembered it off the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
But the one that they had to tell you was 478-305-9583.
Objection, Judge.
What's the grounds?
A misstatement.
Okay, I will, of course, the jury will recall the testimony that came out from the witness stand, if you'll just ask the question of the witness.
You were asked about a bunch of phone numbers and you were able to recite them, except for one that they told you and you just agreed, yes. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's 478-305-9583, right?
Right.
Now that phone's under your dead friend's name, Daryl Watts, right?
Right.
You paid for that phone, right?
Correct.
And in December, you paid something like $1,000 that you owed on that phone and others.
Right.
So whoever it is that had that phone, the shooter, you supplied it to him.
Oh, I didn't know the shooter had the phone. I didn't know. I mean,
So Daryl Watts was your best friend, right?
yeah.
He was murdered.
Yeah.
To this day, you were not cleared as a suspect in that case.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained. Mr. DeCoste, just ask questions, please, that are relevant.
An arrest has not been made in the murder of Daryl Watts.
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
No. You've also learned that Torgon Williams was involved in the murder of Charles McCormick, right?
He was involved.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't know that?
No.
You were a co-defendant for a while. Your attorney's going to depositions. You don't know the other people that were implicated?
No.
Chris Brown?
In Charles' case?
Yes.
No, I never seen that. No, I don't know that.
Janera Smith?
No.
But none of them have been charged.
Right.
Now let's focus on the specific day of January 15th, 2020. Your words, you didn't see Hakeem that entire day.
Correct.
Didn't see him before, right?
Right.
Didn't see him after.
Correct.
Now you said that you were worried about him, right?
Correct.
Well, you have all these phone numbers that you have memorized. You didn't call any of them,
Correct.
but you were concerned.
Yes.
Common sense dictates that if you're concerned about your son and that what you're saying is actually true,
Mhm.
that you would have picked up the phone and called him, but you didn't do that.
Correct. I didn't.
Chifton Hogan. First time we've ever heard it's somebody you're related to.
I'm not related to him.
Okay, but it's somebody that's a couple degrees of separation that's tied to the family, right?
He's my baby, mother, brother.
And you know from this case that he was never charged, right?
Correct.
Yet his DNA is inside of the car. Right?
Oh, I guess.
I'm not asking you to guess. I'm saying, do you know about the evidence in the case to which you pled to?
Some of it.
All right. Are you aware that Chifton Hogan's DNA is found inside of the car?
Yeah.
So you are sure now?
Yeah.
That would stand for the proposition that DNA can end up inside of a car without somebody ever being in it, right?
I'm not sure.
All right. So your other son, Abdul Jr., he's not here anymore, right?
Correct.
Your hope, something that has been discussed, you're hoping that in exchange for your testimony here today, that his case would be dropped. Right?
No.
You're not hoping for that?
I mean, if it do, it's good. I mean, but I can't say that.
So you're saying that that's not true, or you're saying it's not, or you're saying you do want your other son to be convicted?
No, I'm not saying I want him to be convicted. I'm not saying that I want him to be convicted. If they drop his case because of what I'm doing, great.
As long as you're protected, that's the most important thing for you, though.
When you say protected, what you mean?
The same thing that Ms. Schlax asked you. You said, well, if they drop his, well, that would be great. But your number one priority out of all of this is you.
I think I'm number 2.
Sir, you come in here as a 2-time convicted felon. Because of these other cases, you'll be convicted at least 2 more times, right?
Right. Correct.
A lifetime of crime, right?
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
You'll be a 4-time convicted felon. You've already spent 10 years in prison and approximately 5 in custody on this,
Correct.
for a total of about 15 years in custody.
Correct. Let's not forget about the 10 years that I was out free and no trouble.
But then you got into trouble again.
Right. I was out free from 2009 to 2020, no trouble.
I understand, but coming in here today and going back to the question, your number one objective is protecting yourself.
Of course.
One brief moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Robinson, one more thing. The deal with Cinematic, that occurred right in the months before this murder, right?
Yes.
Basically right around December, they fly him out to California. He's shooting music videos, but it's right around that time that he inked that deal.
I'm not sure. I don't remember him going out to California, so I can't say.
But you can say that that deal was inked right around that time.
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Well, there we have it. That was. Let me stop sharing that. All right, so there we have it, y'all. That was the end of Ksoo's father's testimony, the infamous Blue. His name is Blue. I know you mad his name is Blue, but he go by the name of Blue on them streets out there in Florida. So this is just crazy. That's all I can say. That this is just so mind blowing. I feel like tomorrow I'm going to get on again, and we are going to watch Dominic. What's his name? Dominic something. Dominic Barnes, is it? Yep, Dominic Barnes, aka Butter. We're going to listen to his testimony. He was the driver at the time. I seen clips of it, and not only was the father's testimony jaw dropping, but also Dominic Barnes, aka Butter, testimony jaw dropping. They definitely like put the nail in the coffin for Ksoo, if you ask me, because these are actual witnesses that was involved in this crime. So it's kind of hard to really shoot down their credibility. Now it's possible because these are people that are involved and who are looking for a deal. And we all know when a person is looking for a deal, what they are capable of doing. They can tell the truth, they can tell lies, they can tell the people what they want to hear, all of the things that these two major witnesses can do in this case. And I feel like the defense team is doing what they can with what they got at the end of the day. Now, I know after we watch Butter, aka Dominic Barnes' testimony, I want to look at the forensics testimony where they had all these different screenshots of still photos of the shooter, and the technology was crazy. However, if we look at Ksoo now or then, it still does not appear to me that that was Ksoo. Now, I don't know. This is, I mean, if I was a juror, I would be like, I wanted to see his face. I wanted to see his more of a statue of Ksoo. Because at the end of the day, the dad was not at the crime scene. He was just the pickup person, and he picked up Dominic Barnes and Scotty. He did not pick up Ksoo. He did not speak to Ksoo. So I don't understand how his dad testimony is really like a slam dunk for Ksoo. Is it a slam dunk for Scotty? Absolutely. Far as them breaking into that lady house, they definitely got Scotty on that. Now, far as Ksoo and being the shooter, did the dad testify to that? Can that be credible? No, because he was not there. So how could he say that, oh, that's my son? Now, him being his dad, a parent knows their child in clothes, out of clothes, masked up, whatever the case may be. I feel like a parent knows their child. So for him to say that was Ksoo in that video, that's up to the jurors to believe if his dad is actually telling the truth or his dad is trying to get out of this 60-year conviction. Now, if this all go well for Ksoo dad, oh, Dominic Barner, okay. Yep, birds of a feather flock together. You absolutely right, Blue. Now, if this go good for Blue, which is Ksoo dad, then you already heard that he is expecting to get out within 7 years. He already did about 5, I believe 4 or 5. So he probably be getting out within less than a year or two. So at the end of the day, I don't know who the jurors are. I did see that the video, the photographer, the videographer, he was showing the jurors in the beginning, and it was a big thing. I think I seen the clip, but I really wasn't paying attention. So I don't know what kind of jurors is over there, but it's up to them people to actually believe what this dad is saying. Will they feel sorry for him? Will the judge feel sorry? Will the judge be light on the father for coming forward? Or will she see through the BS? Because a lot of people see through the BS. All of a sudden, you want to go fishing with your younger kids. All of a sudden, you want to go to daddy-daughter dances and all this and that and the third. It took you a 10-year bid and then another bid. I mean, it took you all of this to figure out that you want to be home and be with your younger kids. So I guess is F the older kids, you led by example. You was outside, you had a name on the streets. So your older kids only followed your footsteps. So you want us to believe now that you're going to do the right thing by the younger kids. I feel like it's just too late. It's just too late. I don't know. Um, the Chris Brown dude is built like Ksoo. Ksoo attorney brought it out. Yep, I heard them say that the Chris Brown dude is built like Ksoo. So why is he not a suspect in this case? That was a very good point that Ksoo attorney brought out. They're going to have to bring out reasonable doubt because, I mean, not for nothing, the folks that's not into the streets and not into the blogging world, not watching clips and all of that, like, you know, the folks that are just innocent and blind to the world, and they're just like, you know, sitting in their house drinking coffee, not knowing what's going on. They have to prove to them that these guys are innocent. It's just crazy because at the end of the day, they do these rap videos, they put all this stuff on social media, they do all of the things, and then when it's time to prove your innocence, it's like hard. It's hard. It's really hard. So, I mean, right is right, wrong is wrong. The facts is the facts. And if they could prove it, they could prove it. And if they can't, they can't. That's just what it is. I'm just like still saying this is crazy because his dad really had the audacity to go up there and point his son out. And to say this is the hardest thing he ever had to do in his life, I feel like that's BS, period. Because you had a choice. You did not have to do that. You did not have to go on this stand. I understand he got health issues. I understand he was blindsided. I understand all of that, all of it. But the investigators and the state, they have a job to prove. They did not need you. They did not need you. But you wanted a deal, and you went to the extreme to testify on your son, which is mind-blowing. I don't know, y'all, but I'm going to end it off here. Just crazy. I had to rewatch it because, like I said, I work in the morning, so I really can't watch it in the morning, and I'll be mad because I can't pop no ish. But y'all know, my Kim Bays and my Kim Boos know when we got to get into it, we got to get into it, and we're going to talk about it. So rather late than never. I'm tired of just not going live or making videos. I had so much going on, and I really couldn't focus on this. But don't think I wasn't in the bushes watching and keeping up with stuff, because I definitely was. And at the end of the day, if y'all rocking with me, y'all gonna watch it with me now or later. But I'm gonna bring it to my platform, and y'all can rewatch it. Y'all can come pull up on me. I will be here at night because that's just when I'm free. I can't do it in the morning. I know a lot of people want to catch it when it's live, but your homegirl got stuff to do in the morning, so I can't do that. So if y'all in the same boat like me, y'all got stuff to do in the morning, and y'all chilling at night, y'all need something to do, make sure y'all put on y'all bell notifications, pull up on me. We could talk about it. I don't know everything, but I got an opinion just like everybody else, and I'm going to talk about it. I do want to run down the social media streets. We're going to get back into that. Y'all already know I pull up IG and we get into the latest celebrity tea. So I'm going to get back into that. But I thought this Ksoo trial, because it hit home for me. And if you know, you know, I will bring out what's actually going on with me sooner than later. It's just very, very it's still open. So I can't talk about it. But when I say cases like this hit home for me, it hit home for me. So I'm very much into it. And I like to look at these cases. I like to watch the trials, and it's very informative for me. So, any feedback, any comments, I'm definitely down to talk to y'all, to hear y'all out. We can agree to disagree. Like I said, everybody got an opinion. My platform is open for all opinions, as long as we keep it cute in the comments, because your girl is trying to grow her platform. Um, I do accept super chats over here. I ain't really too much doing the donations right now because your girl ain't been consistent. But when I do, you already know I'm going to be like, hit up your girl on my Cash App and whatever else. But for now, I just want y'all to pull up on me, hit the like button. Y'all can share it and put me back out there. I appreciate that. You already know where you can find me on IG, Kimbella_Roxy. You might can get into some things with me over there and figure out what's actually going on. I post stuff over there. Sometimes it's personal, sometimes it's just, it is what it is. So you might be able to know. You might be able to figure out what your girl got going on. But when it's time to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. And it's just, it is what it is. So once again, I want to give a shout out to Blue for sticking around. He always pull up on me, one of my Kimboos. Shout out to the rest of my Kimbays and my Kimboos. Y'all probably don't know I'm live because y'all don't got y'all bell notifications on. So I'm telling y'all right now to put your bells on because your girl is back and I will be going live. I'll try to do some more videos, but I feel like I like the lives better. But when I do the videos, y'all be showing me love over there too. So you already know. Shout out to y'all. But I will catch y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all got y'all bells on. And I am out of here. Bye, y'all.